ABC15 has teamed up with Sanderson to honor veterans who continue to go above and beyond in our community. This morning, you're going to meet a man whose service continues long after he retired from the military.
Rick Kreiberg spent his career in the Army. His duty took him around the world.
So I've been in California, Washington State, Utah, Texas, North Carolina, Kentucky, Virginia, Georgia, Germany, Korea. Spent time in England, spent time in France.
But it was in Iraq where he faced one of his toughest challenges.
We were in a very remote location. We were on a team that were training the Iraqi army.
Kreiberg and his unit found themselves in a dangerous situation in the middle of nowhere and essentially surrounded. To get out, he formed a plan for an Air Force plane to make a daring desert landing.
It was a pretty complex matter.
And it worked.
And got a bird in there and got my crew out of there and in a very hostile area.
And for that mission, he was awarded the Bronze Star. After 35 years, Rick Kreiberg retired at the rank of Command Sergeant Major. Now, he's using his problem-solving skills to help veterans. He started a group called Veterans Affinity.
Well, the whole concept of Veterans Affinity is ensuring that our veterans get the care they need and the benefits they have earned.
Kreiberg says there's a need to help older veterans.
Going down to the VA, I noticed that pretty much my generation, the post 9/11 generation, got all the resources you could possibly imagine. But I noticed that my senior veterans and those guys and gals that served before me don't have those resources. And some of them are isolated. Some of them can't get out into the community and be found. So if they're not, I help enroll them into the VA. I help them make an appointment. I get them into the system so I can have a VA doc take a look at them.
He pays special attention to Vietnam veterans, a generation he looked up to as mentors.
So when I got out and I saw that our Vietnam veterans weren't being taken care of, I'm like, wait a minute, now it's my turn. I gotta take care of them because I owe you guys, I gotta take care of you guys. And so any opportunity I have to take care of my Vietnam veterans, get them reintegrated back into the VA, accept the fact or acknowledge that they were in service, and that they served this country. There's so many Vietnam veterans that haven't even acknowledged that they served. So that's where I come in and say, hey, brother, welcome home. Check this out. The VA's got your back. And he'll say, no. I tried the VA in 1968. They did this, they did that. So it's like, okay, things change. The VA has evolved over the years.
Kreiberg says many of the veterans facing tough times are just in need of someone to point them in the right direction.
So in my experience, a lot of veterans, when they were in the military, they had leadership. They had constant leadership, 24-hour leadership. Somebody telling them where they need to go, when they need to be there, what uniform they need to be in, et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of these folks, they get out of the military, they transition into the civilian world, and then guess what? There's no longer that leadership that's telling them what they need to do. So what I have found is a lot of these folks, they're spiraling and they don't know what to do. They're at a loss. It could be finances, it could be housing, it could be substance abuse, suicide intervention. I mean, you pretty much name it. What's going on in the military, a lot of it's happening in the veteran community. The big difference is that our veterans don't have the leaders that are saying, hey, bud, let's get it together. Let's go down and get you some help.
A helping hand for those who came before.
That's really my motivation, is to restore that honor. I call it restoring honor. Not that they've lost it, but it's about restoring it where they get their self-dignity back, that their service was worth it. And I want to make sure that they're taken care of.
And to thank Rick for all of the work that he continues to do for veterans in our community, courtesy of Sanderson Ford, Rick will be receiving a $500 Visa gift card. Thanks, Rick.